Demonic Monfox is now live. Streaming WWE 2K25, no drama. New hub command. Goal, 100 followers. Crown goal, 65. Checkmark live online under the category WWE 2K25, the uptime begins.
Has always commanded all of the attention in the arena since the very first moment he made his WWE debut at the 1996 Survivor Series. Born into this business, The Rock would become WWE's first ever third-generation superstar, following in the footsteps of his father and grandfather. Who had competed in WWE rings before him.
Dwayne had a huge responsibility. There's a legacy, and you have to take it so seriously.
Even with incredibly high expectations, the Great One surpassed them all. Along with the usual achievements, if your name is The Rock: 2 Intercontinental Championships, 5 Tag Team Championships, 8 WWE Heavyweight Championships, a Royal Rumble victory, not even to forget the fact that The Rock once led an entire nation. The Rock has one of the more noteworthy feats in WWE history, earning WrestleMania victories over Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and John Cena. Each of these men are known as the faces of their respective era. Each of these men found out what happens when you go one-on-one. Oh, you know the rest. Of course, The Rock rivaled Stone Cold Steve Austin's popularity during the vaunted Attitude Era, tearing opponents down with rock bottoms and people's elbows, while tearing them apart on the mic with cutting one-liners and catchphrases that are still recited to this day.
If you smell, know your role and shut your mouth.
He ended CM Punk's 434-day title reign as WWE Champion at the 2013 Royal Rumble as well, after having only competed twice over the previous 9 years, displaying the always-ready mentality and physical conditioning on which he has built his global brand. But you don't need me to rattle off The Rock's resume to you, now do you? Of course not. The man is an occasion unto himself. He has headlined the biggest events against WWE's most iconic superstars and has always found a way to, how does he put it? Layeth the smackdown on some jabroni's candy ass. I couldn't have said it better myself, although I think I may have just done that. But indeed, he has. On a Thursday night in February of 1997, The Rock, still known as Rocky Maivia, would find himself challenging for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Only a few months into his tenure, he would be matched up against a face that would ultimately become one of his most familiar and hated rivals, Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Seemingly overmatched by a more seasoned opponent, a youthful Rock would demonstrate all the traits that have come to define him in the years since. Tenacity, high IQ, and that legendary Samoan strength to ultimately surprise Helmsley and kick off the first championship reign for Rocky Maivia. It would be the first step of a journey that has ultimately led The Rock into the pantheon of WWE's elite. So now it's all in your hands. It's up to you to showcase the undying drive that makes The Rock the hardest worker in the room to deliver a shocking upset against the Greenwich snob himself. guide The Rock to victory over Triple H at a very special Thursday, Raw Thursday, to give the first jolts to what would become the most electrifying career in sports entertainment.
And here comes the #1 contender, at least for tonight, Rocky Maivia.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Making his way to the ring is the challenger from the South Pacific, weighing in at 275 pounds, Rocky Maivia.
A blue chip talent with a bright future.
On his way to defend the Intercontinental Championship, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
His opponent from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 246 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Helmsley is scheduled to face another challenger at an upcoming show this Sunday. And he's taking the risk, stepping in here against the newcomer, Rocky Maivia.
Well, you can consider it risky, you can consider it overconfident, but any way you look at it, it's a dangerous move by Helmsley to take on an athlete who has been on a real roll. Rocky Maivia has been successful thus far in WWE, and Rocky is focused. Rocky is only thinking about tonight.
Saxton, just curious, have you ever exercised your right to remain silent? I am tired of all this talk about Rocky Maivia. Yeah, he's been on a roll, but it could all come to a screeching halt tonight at the hands of Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
The champion thrives in these situations. Pride and heart will be tested. The Intercontinental title hangs in the balance. Tonight in a match between our refined champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and the young challenger, Rocky Maivia.
Rocky Maivia has a lot to prove here. The third-generation up-and-comer would love nothing more than to grab his first championship tonight and send a message to the WWE that Rocky Maivia has arrived.
But Hunter Hearst Helmsley will do everything in his considerable power to stop that from happening. And as far as Helmsley is concerned, Maivia is barely even worth his time. And watching from home is Rocky Johnson, the father of Rocky Maivia, former WWE Tag Team Champion.
I must admit, I do see a bright future for Maivia. Those that have been privileged enough to see Rocky Johnson in action will appreciate Rocky Maivia because he's a chip off the old block.
Notwithstanding as well the genes of his grandfather, the incomparable Peter Maivia, Chief Maivia.
Oh boy, they don't come any tougher than Peter Maivia.
And he's staggering to his feet, about to head right in.
Taking flight.
He fails to connect.
Rocky moves out of the way.
Ooh, what a damaging blow.
Before this match, I was talking to Helmsley, and he said he can beat the snot out of this Maivia kid in less than...
Schoolboy into the pin.
He's on the ropes, and the ref calls off the count. And this one could be moving to ringside. Counters right back on Rocky.
Oh, man, right into the steel steps.
And now thrown back into the ring.
Has it hooked in.
Goodness, inverted suplex.
Intercontinental Championship at stake right here in Lowell, Massachusetts. We're expecting an emotional night for all of us, considering that Shawn Michaels will forfeit the... Oh, no. Now possibly setting up for a submission maneuver. Uh-oh. Oh, this is going to hurt the legs. Oh, is this one over?
Trapped here.
Look at this. Look at this. Pound it away. Oh, and that'll break it up. Punch.
Cobra clutch cinched in. The Cobra clutch.
He had it locked in. I didn't expect him to just let go.
I don't know what he's thinking, but he needs to focus on the task at hand.
And he is directed into the corner. Oh, look at this. Raining right hands. No escape from these punches.
And Byron, Rocky has tremendous exuberance, tremendous youth. He's going to be a star for a long time.
I think Rocky Maivia shows more promise than any other wrestlers I've seen come into WWE. You talk about second-generation wrestlers, but with Rocky, you're talking...
Perched up top. You gotta be kidding me! No matter who you are, when you crashed on the floor, a searing pain races through your body.
A face-buster knee smash.
That looks painful.
Helmsley with a ruthless attack, and he might have Maivia here. He is looking to do some serious harm.
Face first. Boom, what impact. And Rocky is delivering solid damage, but needs to remember to get Helmsley in the ring. The title can't be won outside of the squared circle. Not a good spot to be in. And we know Rocky doesn't have the same experience as Helmsley, and that could be a developing story as this match progresses.
And this is where an experienced wrestler like Helmsley can take a young wrestler and pick him apart, take advantage, capitalize, and win.
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two superstars who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The challenger, Rocky Maivia, and our current champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Well, Helmsley is our champion for a reason. He's a cut above the rest, a higher class of in-ring competitor. This Rocky Maivia guy should learn his place and respect his betters.
Well, that attitude is exactly why Maivia is so eager to go after Helmsley and his title. He wants to prove Helmsley is just a snide and arrogant blowhard.
Perched up top.
Coming down on their opponent like a sack of bricks.
And watching from home is Rocky Johnson, the father of Rocky Maivia, former WWE Tag Team Champion.
I must admit, I do see a bright future for Maivia. Those that have been privileged enough to see Rocky Johnson in action will appreciate Rocky Maivia because he's a chip off the old block.
Notwithstanding.
Cobra clutch cinched in.
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done. If Rocky Maivia is going to take down the more polished and experienced Hunter Hearst Helmsley, he's going to have to do it with unrelenting energy. Rocky has to keep coming at the champion with big attacks until Helmsley collapses under the onslaught.
It's a bold strategy that will take everything the young Maivia's got, but you're right. It could be his best path to his first.
The champion is going for the cover.
Gets the shoulder up after one there.
Easy kick out there, but they'll get harder soon.
Shit, why does it always have to have time things? Like, shit's annoying.
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two superstars who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The challenger, Rocky Maivia, and our current champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Well, Helmsley is our champion for a reason. He's a cut above the rest, a higher class of in-ring competitor. This Rocky Maivia guy should learn his place and respect his betters.
Well, that attitude is exactly why Maivia is so eager to go after Helmsley and his title. He wants to prove Helmsley is just a snide and arrogant blowhard who doesn't deserve to be champion.
Only one of these men will leave this ring our Intercontinental Champion. This should be a memorable match.
No escape from these punches.
And we know Rocky doesn't have the same experience as Helmsley, and that could be a developing story as this match progresses.
And this is where an experienced wrestler like Helmsley can take a young wrestler and pick him apart, take advantage, capitalize, and win.
Going outside. What's he got planned here? Boom, one step ahead there.
Vicious. Downright.
Sleeper hold cinched in deep.
Fading. Fade. And breaks out of the sleeper.
One step ahead there. Hooked up. Shin breaker.
Before this match, I was talking to Helmsley, and he said he can beat the snot out of this Maivia kid in less than 10 minutes. In fact, he was showing me on his watch. Did you know he has a timepiece that costs $20,000?
Confident words from Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Not sure how relevant his timepiece is to this match, though, Corey.
It isn't relevant. I just wanted to share an example of how far ahead in the game of life Helmsley is.
Oh, brother.
What's it going to take for Hunter Hearst Helmsley to retain his Intercontinental title here? How can he get the better of Rocky Maivia?
Well, the champ needs to put this young upstart Maivia in his place with unrelenting offense. No time for graceful bows and upper class.
Vintage move here. And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
Intercontinental Championship at stake right here in Lowell, Massachusetts. We're expecting an emotional night for all of us, considering that Shawn Michaels will forfeit the WWE Championship live tonight.
Yeah, I saw a very dejected
I don't know. Shit. It gives you a time limit. That's what I hate about this game.
HBK earlier today. I couldn't even get him to crack a smile at all.
Well, that's just because no one's ever happy to see you, Saxton. Man.
Oof.
Uh-oh, this is not going to look pretty.
Man, that was good.
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two superstars who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two superstars who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The challenger, Rocky Maivia, and our current champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Well, Helmsley is our champion for a reason. He's a cut.
Okay, so I can do a clothesline. Okay, square, and then triangle. X, X, X. Okay.
Above the rest, a higher class of in-ring competitor. This Rocky Maivia guy should learn his place and respect his betters.
But that attitude is exactly why Maivia is so eager to go after Helmsley and his title. He wants to prove Helmsley is just a snide and arrogant blowhard who doesn't deserve to be champion.
Only one of these men will leave this ring our Intercontinental Champion. This should be a memorable match.
Ow. Oh.
And we know Rocky doesn't have the same experiences.
Perched up top, all the way to the outside. From ring post to ringside, risking it all paid off.
Elbow drop.
Piercing.
Maivia gets stonewalled. What's it going to take for Hunter Hearst Helmsley to retain his Intercontinental title here? How can he get the better of Rocky Maivia?
Well, the champ needs to put this young upstart Maivia in his place with unrelenting offense. No time for graceful bows and upper-class taunting. Just beat Rocky down.
Rocky moved out of the way.
Intercontinental Championship at stake right here in Lowell, Massachusetts. We're expecting an emotional night for all of us, considering that Shawn Michaels will forfeit the WWE Championship live tonight.
Yeah, I saw a very dejected HBK earlier today. I couldn't even get him to crack a smile at all.
Well, that's just because no one's ever happy to see you. Perched up top,
Through the air, it connects.
trying to do as much damage as humanly possible.
But at what cost?
And Rocky is delivering solid damage, but needs to remember to get Helmsley in the ring.
Okay, so what I need to do? Okay, so combos. Square. Okay, I think I should be able to.
Vintage move here. He lets go of the hold, but I don't see any reason for it.
No telling what's going on in his mind right now, Michael.
And even before the bell rang tonight, I think Hunter Hearst Helmsley has been trying to frustrate Rocky. He's trying to say, hey, young fella, we're going to do things at my pace, not yours.
Rocky, the 6'5", around 200. £170-pound stud just has to keep his cool. Don't take any unnecessary chances against a cagey competitor the caliber of our
Perched up top.
Look out below!
That's going to be on highlight reels for a long time.
Incredible courage to even attempt that.
And he gets set back into the ring. Again? He's making the climb again?
Take off!
Totally missed that one. Deeper into this match now, and I think it's Helmsley who's reaching peak frustration.
Can't quite put Rocky Maivia away. A testament to the never-say-die attitude of this young superstar.
And he gets it from his dad. He gets it from his grandfather. Maivia knows nothing less than to give it his all.
Oh, knee lift.
Somebody better check his nose.
Trying to wrestle free their opponent's arm, has the arm trapped.
Oh, stop right to the hand.
Oh, this is just too far. Get some control in there.
The champion into the pin. Oh, my Lord, how in the world is he still going?
That's really as close as it gets.
Counter. He knew just what to do. He gets into the ring. Raw drop kick. And give credit where it's due. Rocky Maivia is leaving nothing in the ring in pursuit of the Intercontinental Championship.
And a clothesline.
He's looking to go high risk from the top rope.
Perched up top.
Diving knee drop. Playing possum. Shoulders down. He breaks the ref's count before. Two.
If that won't beat him, I'm not sure anything will.
And Helmsley obviously has been trying to get inside Rocky Maivia's head, frustrated. Dropping the elbow.
He's getting on his feet, vulnerable to what's coming next. Trapped in the corner, no escape from these punches.
Right on target with a stop to the gut.
Right drop kick. Drop kick. Tossed with ease. Tossed aside. Hunter whipped into the corner. Nobody home. Rocky hit hard. And now Hunter looks to take over this match.
Helmsley muscling Maivia up to the top turnbuckle in a big right hand.
Helmsley with something big in mind here for his challenger tonight.
Well, this is just blatant disrespect from the arrogant champion.
Almost daring Rocky. Hey, you really want my title? You really think you're going to be Intercontinental Champion?
Up to the top. Hooking Rocky into a superplex. This could be it. Can Hunter capitalize? This could be it. Hook of the leg and a cover, and Rocky stays in it, getting his shoulder up.
Still not enough to put out the flame of Rocky Maivia.
Hunter has to be asking himself, what else do I have in my arsenal? And I think we may get our answer, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, I believe, before this one's over. Hunter hooking Rocky, taking his time, looking to put him away.
Maivia just collapsed.
This just shows you how much damage Hunter Hearst Helmsley has inflicted on the challenger in this matchup.
I think Maivia's done. Official might want to step in, call this one.
The official checking on Rocky. Hunter Hearst Helmsley believes this is close to being over. Lifting him back up again. Rocky rolls through. Shoulders down. Rocky wins the title.
Rocky Maivia has shocked Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Here is your winner and the new Intercontinental Champion, Rocky Maivia.
We have a new Intercontinental Champion.
In a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers, the final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss. There wouldn't even be a bloodline if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia. You can think of him as the first boss. Predecessor to the tribal chief.
He is one of, if not the foundation for our family. The Anoa'i Fatu Maivia wrestling dynasty. I don't think there's anybody more responsible for what's going on now than the High Chief himself.
Peter Maivia isn't simply one of the two principals behind the Sacred Blood Bond. He's also an incredibly decorated professional wrestler who traveled the world and won titles everywhere he went. New Zealand, Japan, Europe, and here in the United States, where he enjoyed especially successful runs in Hawaii and California. Maivia would eventually find his way to WWE, engaging in legendary battles with the likes of superstar Billy Graham. His larger-than-life personality would win the WWE Universe over in short order, as it had throughout his entire career. In the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia was a potent blend of brawn and grappling technique, often muscling his opponents down to the mat through a variety of joint locks and then switching to more painful holds once grounded. His sleeper hold and stump puller were both feared and renowned, and make no mistake about it, Maivia knew there was always more than one path to the ultimate victory. Out of the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia also ran one of the most successful wrestling promotions on the planet, Polynesian Pro Wrestling, based out of Hawaii, showing his mastery of the business in every aspect. His induction into WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2008 was supremely deserved, forever enshrining Peter Maivia as the legend he always was. And now, we present to you the opportunity to walk in the boots of the legendary High Chief Peter Maivia, facing off against one of the most legendary WWE rivals, George the Animal Steele. you will settle this score once and forever and showcase the overwhelming strength of Peter Maivia, which has ever since remained as a hallmark for every single solitary member of this bloodline. Steel is no easy battle, though. He thrives in the chaos, one of pro wrestling's true madmen. He'll even try to eat part of the ring if he thinks it'll help him break you down. So do your best and honor High Chief Peter Maivia properly with a resounding victory.
Uh-oh, somebody called the local zoo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a steel cage match. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds, George the Animal Steele.
I'm not even sure the cage can contain this man.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 275 pounds, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Steele had better keep an eye on Maivia because Maivia is a true brawler.
Few men can handle the chaos of the animal inside a steel cage, but I believe the High Chief is ready.
Maivia carrying such pride into the ring.
Very stark contrast to Steele.
We'll see which prevails tonight.
High Chief Peter Maivia taking out George the Animal Steele in a steel cage match. Quite a heated history. Between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, we'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Well, that really depends on if a cage can even contain it. Power from the suplex. George the Animal Steele might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost a match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steele's defense, I'm not sure he knows how to count exactly or how to read a rule book. So he's got to be happy to be in this cage.
Well, Maivia is called the High Chief in part because of his commanding presence in the ring. He's more than ready for what the animal will throw at him, even inside a cage.
Peter Maivia now with the upper hand.
Yeah, and Maivia has really figured the animal out here. Has him set up in the corner of the ring.
Using the cranium.
Then a knee right to the throat. It goes without saying that there is a certain disdain for your opponent when you pull off something like that.
Pulled back into the hip toss.
Peter Maivia very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
It served him well, Michael. In fact, the high soaring.
Measured up nicely.
Fist drop. A wave of hard-hitting offense from him.
And you can see Steele is struggling to weather the storm of the High Chief. Wicked chop block.
Look at Maivia going to work on the animal.
The High Chief has all the answers right now. Headbutt. Nothing fancy there. Oh, the headbutt.
We've seen that Steele isn't above using a foreign object to gain the edge against Maivia. So he's got to have the advantage in a match where they're surrounded by one huge weapon, right?
Well, you'd think that, Cole, but think about how these men prepared for this match. The High Chief is a consummate professional who's game planned for this stipulation. And Steele, well, I think he just shows up to the arena and asks who he's fighting.
Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian. And the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But, guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anoa'i family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan.
When you add on the fact that Maivia was born and raised in Samoa, you can see the great pride he has for that land and its people in the tribal ink that covers his body.
Then a knee right to the throat. Maivia overwhelming his opponent here.
A series of disabling maneuvers from Peter Maivia.
And that was a precisely measured attack. Fist drop!
Maivia just dominated the animal with that one.
Able to fight Maivia off. Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steele as competitors. There's one man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
Indeed, Michael. Just look at the sculpted physique of the High Chief.
Into the cover. This might be it. He wasted no time kicking out there.
This deep into the match, and he's able to kick out before a one count? It's stunning.
To the arm. Ooh. And here he goes, ascending up the steel cage.
You have to be cautious while climbing. Don't want to slip and fall.
Oh, my goodness.
Jarring European uppercut.
George Animal Steele is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true... Whoa. Into the pin. George is trying to seal this one up. Shoulder up even before a one count.
What stamina. It's truly impressive to completely beat the count here.
Oh, look at the start of this. Could be going into the playbook for submission.
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
He's going for the pin. And the High Chief defeats the Animal.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia faced him in the cage tonight just reinforced what everyone already knew, that the High Chief is one tough Samoan.
Oh, we're gonna do this one and then switch to Fortnite. We're gonna do this one and switch to Fortnite.
Like most girls. She's also not like most WWE superstars. Nia Jax, the reigning queen of the ring, is a reckoning. A force of nature that blitzes right through her competition. A cousin of The Rock. Nia Jax arrived in NXT almost 10 years ago with astronomical expectations. Undaunted, Nia Jax would dominate early opponents, finding herself competing for the NXT Women's Championship mere months after her debut. It did not take long for those running Raw and SmackDown to take notice.
Well, our next pick, Nia Jax.
And that Nia Jax would join the Raw roster as part of the 2016 draft lottery. And since joining the main roster, absolutely no one has been safe from Nia Jax. She is a two-time women's champion. She is a two-time women's tag team champion. She competed in the men's Royal Rumble match in 2019, even getting an elimination while in the ring.
Nia Jax looking to eliminate. She does.
She's battled standouts like Charlotte, Bayley, and Becky Lynch. And all the while, she has left undeniable destruction in her wake. In the ring, she applies many of the same tactics that once benefited Yokozuna, even using her own version of the Banzai Drop, known as the Annihilator. And just like its namesake, if it connects, your night is over. And Nia Jax remains driven for even more success, jumping at any opportunity to prove her dominance. This last year, that included entering into the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament after earning victories over Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair. Nia Jax would fight her way into the finals, taking on former NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria. Valkyria built a lot of momentum, defeating Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky to punch her ticket into the final at the Queen and King of the Ring. With an obvious game plan, Lyra would look to stick and move, avoiding the colossal attacks of her opponent. Unfortunately, as often happens when competing against Nia Jax, Lyra made one miscalculation, and that error in judgment provided Nia Jax with the opening she needed to annihilate her competition. This is your opportunity to crown the first queen in Bloodline history. Make Lyra suffer. Make her regret ever entering your ring. Showcase the otherworldly power that forces an entire roster to cower in your presence. Because when you're an irresistible force like Nia Jax, resistance is futile.
And now a dark horse will face an unforgiving titan in hopes to don the crown. Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax in the Queen of the Ring finals.
The following is the final match in the Queen of the Ring tournament. Introducing first, from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
I cannot wait to witness what unfolds here. The irresistible force has been on a tear recently.
And Nia believes the crowd already belongs to her. Will Jax's menacing presence and sheer power be too much for Valkyria to overcome? Or can Lyra write a happy ever after ending to her Cinderella story?
Lyra Valkyria fancies herself a Morrigan, which is an Irish goddess of war. As they were on the battlefield, they used to take the shape of ravens to fly around and decide who would live and who would die. That is what Lyra Valkyria is bringing to the ring here tonight.
And her opponent, from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra Valkyria may have read a little too much fantasy in her day, and now is reality. Lyra Valkyria is about to go toe-to-toe with a real-life, fire-breathing dragon in the form of Nia Jax. Nia Jax, who's in the best physical condition of her career, tonight will make someone. Will it be Lyra? Will it be Nia? We'll find out in a matter of moments.
And guys, you win the crown. Guess what waits for you in August?
A date with the champion of your respective brand at SummerSlam.
And there will be a coronation. And Nia now misses wildly. Lyra goes up over the top. Nia's got it caught, though.
Lyra trying to rely on her technique to bring down the irresistible force, but having no luck at the moment.
I'm not sure this is going to work either.
Jax just entirely too strong, but whoa!
That was interesting.
Oh, nice athleticism by Valkyria. Even Jax might be a little impressed.
I wouldn't go that far, Saxton. Here comes Nia, just imposing her will on Lyra Valkyria.
Again, Lyra showing how resourceful she is, applying the sleeper to Nia Jax. Lyra tried to hold on.
And now Nia Jax in control, and she's going to look to put Lyra away. Nobody home! Set outside the ring, and Valkyria's got a chance.
Huge window of opportunity. Right now for Lyra Valkyria to strike. Lyra may actually pull this off. Lyra may become queen. Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring.
Each woman here has had a tough road to become a Queen of the Ring finalist. Every matchup in this bracket has been a toss-up.
Valkyria knocked off former women's champion Io Sky earlier this week, but Nia's had an even tougher challenge. Two great former champions in the form of Naomi and Bianca Belair.
Even more impressive than that, she handed Jade Cargill her first WWE loss.
Granted, Corey, that was a disqualification victory for Jax. I'd say there's still some unfinished business between Nia and Jade.
Lyra absolutely...
That's what she gets for turning her attention away from this match. Wow. Anything can happen in WWE. It used to be a tagline, but it's the truth, and Lyra Valkyria is living it.
Over the last 12 months, Lyra has already knocked off the likes of Becky Lynch and Io Sky, but she's never faced anyone the size of Jax. This is a first for her career. Boom! That puts her on the offensive.
The barricade. Ooh, walloped by a huge club.
Corey, what do you think is going to be the key in this match for Nia Jax? She certainly made plenty of promises when it comes to being Queen of the Ring.
What Nia brings to the dance, Cole, is raw power, the likes of which you rarely see from most men, let alone women. Nia has absolutely no problem using that power, and the same goes for her throwing her weight around in the ring. Lyra Valkyria might just learn that the hard way tonight.
Lyra says she feels alive every time she flies, and that's what Nia has to avoid tonight, keeping Lyra grounded.
The woman thinks she's a bird, Cole. What do you expect?
It's symbolism, Graves. And Lyra is brought to a disadvantage now. Yeah.
Nia is just buzzing right through Lyra here.
And gets tossed back into the mat and heading up top.
Up high.
And does not get it. Went for the high risk towards the outside, but it ended up being in vain. Elbow drop.
Stationary position, turns around.
Oh,
moonsault.
Incredible agility. Many in the WWE Universe getting their first look at...
And right into the pin. Uh-oh. And she's not done yet.
Starting to see the tolls of this match add up.
What a shot by Nia Jax.
Leading her into the corner now.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, I felt that.
And, oh, no, she's busted open now.
Russian leg sweep. Not done there.
And heavy hands to follow. I think rage took over in that moment. Nothing but blind rage.
Uh-oh. Samoa drop. Confidence is always a key for Nia Jax. She comes into every match thinking she hasn't won.
But when you have this business in your blood like Nia does, that confidence is genetic.
But ever since the Irresistible Force returned to WWE 8 months ago, her confidence has been on another level.
and she's gaining even more confidence as this match progresses. Jax may just be unstoppable now. Lyra Valkyria powering up her opponent. And now down with a knife wedge. Lyra Valkyria got all of her. How? Taken out at one after that is unheard of.
The heaviest artillery has been used, but it's not enough for the three. And Lyra putting together some offense.
Here's a big opportunity.
In just a matter of minutes, we'll have our second queen of the ring. The first, of course, being Zelina Vega.
But you've got to believe that Zelina will want a shot at whichever woman wins this. She beat the woman now known as Piper Niven that night, so you know Queen Zelina can strike down an enemy of any size. Samoan drop! DDT! First a knife edge chop, and now continuing the attack on the knee.
Straight to the knee. And she just avoided some serious damage.
This is nasty. Brutality.
Hitting the cranium like a basketball.
Draped across the top rope. Floating forearm. And gets sent right into the corner.
Oh, that opens the door for Valkyria.
Chipping away at the opposition. Oh,
a shot to the back of the neck.
Massive miscalculation on that one.
Fends it off. Good counter.
This is nasty. Brutality.
Treating the cranium like a basketball.
Samoan drop. Stirring up, but she has no idea what's about to come her way.
Golly, Nia is just cornering Valkyria. Jax abusing Lyra, showing no mercy. I think it's a preview of what kind of queen Nia Jax would be.
The kind of queen that will happily send victims to the guillotine. Driven down in a fisherman buster.
Lyra just hit knock.
She's got her pin. This might be the end. Shoulders up before two.
Her iron will on display for the world to see.
Knew what Valkyria had coming.
She's taken into the corner.
Okay, so... Okay.
Needs to get out.
Draped into the deadly Tree of Woe position.
Stuck in the Tree of Woe.
They are doing whatever they please.
She's taking things back into the ring.
Things are at ringside now.
There's so many moves at Nia's disposal that
muscle all the way up and powerbomb. Can Lyra Valkyria survive this? I think we're about to see it. Muscles them all the way up. Just turn the lights out.
Okay, I need to restart this because I guess I know. Okay. Samoa drop it, so this is what you do.
The finals of the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament, Jax Valkyria.
Okay, come on, I can do this.
And it's all come down to this, the finals of the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament. And Nia now misses wildly.
Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring.
Lyra Valkyria, one of the best technical wrestlers in NXT Women's Division history.
But the game is about so much more than technique. It's about experience and timing, knowing when to tap into certain parts of your psyche. Nia knows this, and we've seen it for years.
The big question is, does Lyra? Sidewalk slam.
Let me check the combos.
Across the top rope.
Lyra says she feels alive every time she flies, and that's what Nia has to avoid tonight.
Here we go.
Oh, serves her right. Not taking the competition seriously.
The action spilling in our direction.
Oh, torturous knee.
Well, if you're Lyra Valkyria, what do you do to pull off a massive upset tonight?
Well, Lyra's a technical wizard, Cole. In fact, from a technique perspective, she may actually have Nia Jax outgunned. And beyond relying on her technique, if I'm Lyra, I'm going to try to frustrate Nia. I don't know how possible that is, but if you frustrate Nia, she may make a crucial...
Why are these so fucking hard, bro?
It's like a brick wall running into you.
Looks like she's heading back into the ring. Each woman here has had a tough road to become a Queen of the Ring finalist. Every matchup in this bracket has been a toss-up.
Valkyria knocked off former women's champion Io Sky earlier this week, but Nia's had an even tougher challenge. Two great former champions in the form of Naomi and Bianca Belair.
Even more impressive than that, she handed Jade Cargill her first WWE loss.
Granted, Corey, that was a disqualification victory for Jax. I'd say there's still some unfinished business between Nia and Jade.
Boom! Alabama slam.
Talk about intimidation. I'm not sure if it's resilience or stupidity that's going to drive you to try and come back from a move like that. Kick right to the midsection.
Taking this fight back into the ring.
Anything can happen in WWE. It used to be a tagline, but it's the truth, and Lyra Valkyria is living it.
Over the last 12 months, Lyra has already knocked off the likes of Becky Lynch and Io Sky, but she's never faced...
Boom! Devastating clotheslines, and the calf kick as the icing on the cake.
Oh, watch this power.
What a gut-wrench powerbomb. Lyra just hit Nia with a big move, but can she capitalize?
Down with the leg drop. No doubt she's looking to end her here.
Lyra Valkyria thinking big.
Up high. Gets herself out of harm's way. She's getting fired up, ready to show her opponent what she's got.
And they're going shot for shot, move for move.
Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground. Looks like a hockey fight's just broken up.
Strike after strike after strike.
Lyra Valkyria powering up her opponent. Nightwing connects.
Lyra Valkyria got all of her.
2 count.
God damn it!
Valkyria is Queen of the Ring.
This shit's hard.
And the new Queen of the Ring, Lyra Valkyria.
Shit, this shit's hard.
And it's all come down to this, the finals of the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament, Jax Valkyria.
This shit's hard.
And there will be a coronation taking place tonight as Nia Jax and Lyra Valkyria. And Nia now misses wildly.
Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring.
Lyra says she feels alive every time she flies, and that's what Nia has to avoid tonight, keeping Lyra grounded.
The woman thinks she's a bird, Cole. What do you expect?
It's symbolism, Braves. Corey, what do you think is going to be the key in this match for Nia Jax? She certainly made plenty of promises when it comes to being Queen of the Ring.
What Nia brings to the dance, Cole, is raw power, the likes of which you rarely see from most men, let alone women. Nia has absolutely no problem using that power, and the same goes for her throwing her weight around in the ring. Lyra Valkyria might just learn that the hard way tonight.
Watch
this is nasty.
brutality. Treating the cranium like a basketball. Many in the WWE Universe getting their first look at Lyra Valkyria. She's only had 3 main roster matches so far, and they were all in this tournament.
Big wins over Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky over the last 3 weeks. That's an extremely impressive start for Lyra.
Wow, undefeated for 3 weeks? When Nia Jax joined the main roster, she didn't lose a match for over 7 months. And Jax has stayed that dominant for years. And a drop kick.
Picture perfect. She'll take things into the ring.
Oh, clothesline.
In just a matter of minutes, we'll have our second Queen of the Ring. The first, of course, being Zelina Vega.
But you've got to believe that Zelina will want a shot at whichever woman wins this. She beat the woman now known as Piper Niven that night, so you know Queen Zelina could strike down an enemy of any size.
Golly, Nia is just cornering Valkyria. Jax abusing Lyra, showing no mercy. I think it's a preview of what kind of queen Nia Jax would be.
The kind of queen that will happily send victims to the guillotine.
And she's set right into that corner. Legs getting tangled in the corner, stuck in the tree of woe. Stuck.
Hang on, guys. Damn it. What happened? Spilled my drink. Alright guys, I spilled my drink. Bear with me guys. And I got my six shit. Alright guys. a good thing you wouldn't have been over for that match. Because then you would have been able to clean this. Let me just put this there so that you can, and then I'll do the other thing. Hang on, guys, give me just a second. Share text. Okay, I'm gonna move this so I don't spoil this time. Right there. Okay. I don't want to spoil it this time. I do need to clean my room though, so I'll probably do that in a little bit.
In the tree of woe,
They are doing whatever they please.
Confidence is always... It's a key for Nia Jax. She comes into every match thinking she has it won.
but when you have this business in...
Looking for the victory. She pops the shoulder up and won.
Kicking out now sends a very clear message.
That'll turn your lights out.
Wicked roundhouse kick. Lyra just hit Nia.
Lyra Valkyria down into the pan. This could do it. Kick out just before 2.
I'm happy she did. I don't want this match to end. She dodges out of the way.
Buster! And it appears that the crowd is now within reach for Jax. Well, if you didn't see...
I don't know how to do this one. Like, she's hard. Like, I don't know how to do it. And it only gives you like 45 seconds to maneuver it.
And there will be a coronation taking place tonight as Nia Jax and Lyra Valkyria. And Nia now
Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring.
Each woman here is on a tough road to become a Queen of the Ring finalist. Every matchup in this bracket has been a toss-up.
Valkyria knocked off former women's champion Io Sky earlier this week, but Nia's had an even tougher challenge. 2 great former champions in the form of Naomi and Bianca Belair.
Even more impressive than that, she handed Jade Cargill her first WWE loss.
Granted, Corey, that was a disqualification victory for Jax. I'd say there's still some unfinished business between Nia and Jade. Corey, what do you think is going to be the key in this match for Nia Jax? She certainly made plenty of promises when it comes to being Queen of the Ring.
What Nia brings to the dance, Cole, is raw power, the likes of which you rarely see from most men, let alone women. Nia has absolutely no problem using that power, and the same goes for her throwing her weight around in the ring. Lyra Valkyria might just learn that the hard way tonight.
Confidence is always a key for Nia Jax. She comes into every match thinking she has it won.
But when you have this business in your blood like Nia does, that confidence is genetic.
But ever since the Irresistible Force returned to WWE 8 months ago, her confidence has been on another level.
And she's gaining even more confidence as this match progresses. Jax may just be unstoppable now.
Golly, Nia is just cornering Valkyria. Jax abusing Lyra, showing no mercy. I think it's a preview of what kind of queen Nia Jax would be.
The kind of queen that will happily...
Grab it. Oh, okay.
And victims to the guillotine.
And Lyra only finds herself on the defensive.
And the irresistible force is really keeping Valkyria grounded here.
Oh, man! That looks like it hurts.
There's so many moves at Nia's disposal that she can end this match with. For Lyra, not nearly as much.
Yeah, I can't imagine it'll be easy for Valkyria to pick up Nia Jax and drop her with the Nightwing.
Valkyria crushed in the corner by Jax.
Squashing Lyra in the corner, and the beginning of the end may be near. And Nia now, with Lyra on her back, going to climb up to the second rope.
This is a scary situation for Lyra. Oh, look at this. Maybe not.
No way. There's no way.
Oh, my.
Oh, no. Good night, Annihilator.
Here's your winner and the new Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax.
What a victory to the brand new Queen of the Ring.
Nia said she would do it, and she backed up her claims.
And now the Chief Content Officer of WWE and Triple H going to come in to congratulate Nia Jax, officially crown her the Queen of the Ring.
Absolute dominance by the new Queen.
You know what? I'll do one more. I'll do one more. I'll do the Rikishi one. I'll do this one and then I'll do this one and then I'm gonna switch to Fortnite.
I'm sure you will agree with your wise man. Many WWE superstars say they will do whatever it takes in order to achieve success. Quite often, it's a bunch of BS. But if you're lucky, you may run into someone who is willing to look out for the group. Someone willing to make sacrifices. And for this family, there was no one better than Rikishi. After the Head Shrinkers run in WWE came to an end, Rikishi, then known as Fatu, would go on a journey of self-discovery. This journey would lead to him taking on the name Rikishi, a subtle nod to his cousin Yokozuna, as well as an opportunity to start fresh with a global audience.
with my dad, you know, when he became the Rikishi character. When you think about Samoan wrestlers, right, or mean, or aggressive, he made it like his own flavor, right? You know, he had the blonde hair, still carried the aggressiveness, but I think he just wanted to add like a little flavor to it. It became even more popular to our culture.
Rikishi blitzed WWE from the jump, devastating opponents with new tricks and winning people over with his fat-ass dance moves.
That Rikishi is fat, all right. P-H-A-T.
And with this wave of newfound momentum came even more success, with Rikishi capturing the WWE Intercontinental Championship and displaying incredible athleticism in iconic moments like when he dove off the top of the steel cage. The year 2000 belonged to Rikishi. But little did anyone know, Rikishi held a dark secret regarding a decision he'd made not for his own benefit, but for the benefit of the family. It was at the 1999 Survivor Series that Stone Cold Steve Austin was hit by a car in the arena parking lot, forcing him from the main event later that night for the WWE Championship. For nearly a year, all of WWE was consumed with figuring out who was driving that damn car and why Austin was targeted in the first place. The verdict came in. The car was driven by Rikishi. Rikishi would stand strong.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. I didn't do it for me. I did it for The Rock.
What?
Rikishi would lay out a years-long gripe that WWE preferred Steve Austin to The Rock, and so Rikishi had made sure that The Rock's only competition had been removed from the picture. Rikishi sacrificed his own popularity to reach this goal. The Rock thrived while Austin was on the shelf. For Rikishi, the struggle and fall was all worth it. Rikishi knew that he would eventually have to face off with the Texas Rattlesnake to answer for his sins. And he welcomed that meeting with open arms. What Rikishi was unprepared for was for WWE to stack the deck entirely, looking to make Rikishi pay for taking out their golden goose. Stone Cold Steve Austin was allowed to drive his truck directly to the ring and was generally given the freedom to do whatever the hell he wanted in the name of revenge. We are going to make things right. This time, when Rikishi and Stone Cold Steve Austin lock horns, there will be no stacking of the deck. Someone willing to give of himself so that his family, this family, can succeed, deserves better. So get in there and showcase the never say die spirit that has led this family to victory time and time and time and time and time and time again. Use whatever weapon you can get your hands on and prove to Stone Cold Steve Austin that you will do anything for the people.
Is it legal to not show up? Rikishi has brutalized Austin lately.
Austin will be here, Byron. I just refuse to think anything else.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a no-holds-barred match. Introducing first, from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 424 pounds, Rikishi!
We have learned more about Rikishi in the last couple of weeks than we knew about him his entire career here in WWE. He said he ran over Austin not for himself, but for The Rock.
Right, and now he's coming out here, and I guess if Austin doesn't show up, the general manager is going to have to come out here and declare this is a forfeit, and Rikishi's going to win it. This man makes me sick. he here?
Well, there's the Rattlesnakes music.
He's here. Austin's here.
Stone Cold Steve Austin came here with no fear, no hesitation, just revenge.
His opponent from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Austin fought for his life to make it back here, to make Rikishi pay.
Now there is no way Rikishi can escape the Texas Rattlesnake.
It's been almost a year since Austin competed in the ring. Austin is a man possessed. Rikishi feels good about running over Austin and said he'd do it again. That man is sick.
Well, Rikishi made two mistakes. One, trying to end Austin's life. And two, not being man enough to finish the job.
Austin's going to absolutely tee off on Rikishi.
This one is going to get ugly in a hurry.
We now know the sick, demented side of Rikishi. Rikishi almost cost Austin his life and said he's here tonight to finish the job.
Listen, Rikishi has seen members of his family be skipped over while other superstars skyrocketed to unimaginable heights. Rikishi feels it's The Rock's time, not Austin's.
It's been a month of stunning revelations, all leading to the in-ring return of Stone Cold.
Boot to the stomach.
And looking at my monitor, it just makes me sick to my stomach watching Rikishi. This is a man who has no remorse and feels justified for running Austin down like a dog.
Look, to be devil's advocate, you've got to look at Rikishi's perspective. He's proud of his Samoan lineage and saw an opportunity to give his people a leg up in the Shark Tank that is WWE.
Are you serious, Corey? Rikishi ran over another human being. We are fortunate that it only put Austin on the show for 10 months instead of his whole life. It's sick that you would even condone what Rikishi did.
Don't twist my words, Saxton. I'm not saying I condone Rikishi's actions. I'm just saying I understand them.
Stepping out of the ring here.
Set straight into the barricade.
Uh-oh, he's searching for something.
With all this in mind, take it from me. Nothing good ever comes from rearranging furniture.
Looks like he's coming back in.
And Rikishi channeling his energy here.
Taken to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count. Clothesline! So effective. We've talked so much about motives leading into this match. In my view, Rikishi's are delusional. His family have been given equal opportunities, and they all took full advantage of them.
Yeah, my blood boils at the propaganda Rikishi's been selling. But I'll tell you about the most legitimate motive in this story, and that is payback for Stone Cold. Austin nearly had his life taken from him, and there is no greater reason to stomp the tar out of somebody than that.
Any and all momentum has been taken from Austin.
No one holding Rikishi's family down now, taking out all those years of frustration on Austin here. Stone Cold avoids the attack. Bulldog!
Corey, this situation is so far beyond rational thinking. It's so personal. What does Stone Cold have to do in this one to leave here victorious against Rikishi?
I don't know if you can tell. Someone who almost lost their life at the hands of their opponent to think rationally. Austin has rage, and win or lose, he's going to unleash it all on Rikishi.
Perhaps looking for some kind of equalizer here.
He's got a kendo stick, a weapon we've seen used to great effect time and time again.
And though The Rock wants nothing to do with this altercation, we have to mention the sadness Rikishi has brought to him.
Rock might be innocent in this whole ordeal, but I feel that somewhere inside his soul, The Rock is happy with what Rikishi's done. The Rock is proud to have Rikishi and his family.
No, Corey, what kind of lies are you trying to spread? We've heard Rock say Rikishi deserves what Austin is going to bring him. There's no family pride in that statement.
I'm just saying that blood is thicker than water, and it's been an easier ride for Rock without Austin in the picture. And that's thanks to Rikishi.
Sounds more like Rikishi is trying to take credit for all the Rock's success. Nice counter by...
Chief followers on streamboo.com, remove the space at ZifJTDLB.
That's if Rikishi even has a damn heart. Whip back into the ring. Climbing up those ropes now. From the top. Off the mark with that one.
Able to make a timely escape.
And Byron, I just cannot see any legitimate reason to run over Stone Cold like Rikishi did last Survivor Series.
I mean, Austin does ruffle the feathers of a lot of people, Michael, but I don't think any of his rivals would go to this disgusting lengths that Rikishi's gone to.
He's making his way to ringside now.
Lighting up the chest.
Jawbreaker!
Call it, Dennis. Got the leg and so focused on just pummeling the leg there.
Goes without saying, but a leg injury will hamper your ability to do just about anything.
Taking out the knee. Ooh, the arm taking the brunt of that.
Coming back from the outside now. Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned?
Now trampling the opposition.
Attack after attack coming from Austin.
Stone Cold teeing off and getting the best of Rikishi.
Austin's waited a long time for this.
Fast thinking saved him there.
Returning back to the ring. He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about. What a shot. What a punch.
Shit.
Hitting the leg here.
Rikishi is getting picked apart right now.
This is hard, bro.
Looking like roadkill now.
He sure as hell doesn't.
Heel hook. Look at this.
Okay, so square XX, okay.
Oh, that's so painful.
It's hard to watch, too.
Oh, a horrific crack in the back. Just a ghastly shot.
Oh! Well, this is really getting out of hand here. Someone needs to step in.
Rikishi is down. It could be over. Quick count out after one.
Wow, I thought this was over.
In the corner, has to find a way out of there.
Hang on, I'm gonna do this. I got this.
It's a miracle Austin survived being run over by Rikishi. Now a pissed off Texas Rattlesnake is on the loose and out for revenge.
It took Austin almost a year to recover from the injuries he suffered in that heinous attack. You can't blame Austin for the damage he inflicts on Rikishi tonight.
Byron, a lesser man wouldn't have survived. Stone Cold promised that Rikishi's days of walking above ground are over. This is no holds barred.
Timekeeper's ring, guys. I'm trying to do this. Sorry about that.
It's a miracle Austin survived being run over by Rikishi. Now a pissed off Texas Rattlesnake is on the loose and out for revenge.
It took Austin almost a year to recover from the injuries he suffered in that heinous attack. You can't blame Austin for the damage he inflicts on Rikishi tonight.
Byron, a lesser man wouldn't have survived. Stone Cold promised that Rikishi's days of walking above ground are over. This is no holds.
I don't know if this is all that's legendary. I think this is fucking shit hard, bro.
Rikishi almost cost Austin his life and said he's here tonight to finish the job.
Listen, Rikishi has seen members of his family be skipped over while other superstars skyrocketed to unimaginable heights. Rikishi feels it's The Rock's time, not Austin's.
It's been a month of stunning revelations, all leading to the in-ring return of Stone Cold. And looking at my monitor, it just makes me sick to my stomach watching Rikishi. This is a man who has no remorse and feels justified for running Austin down like a dog.
Look, to be devil's advocate, you've got to look at Rikishi's perspective. He's proud of his Samoan lineage and saw an opportunity to give his people a leg up in the Shark Tank that is WWE.
Are you serious, Corey? Rikishi ran over another human being. We're fortunate that it only put Austin on the show for 10 months instead of his whole life. It's sick that you would even condone what Rikishi did.
Don't twist my words, Saxton. I'm not saying I condone Rikishi's action. I'm just saying I understand them.
Stone Cold takes the upper hand.
Austin not looking like roadkill now.
He sure as hell doesn't.
Turns it around. We've talked so much about motives leading into this match. In my view, Rikishi's a delusion. His family have been given equal opportunity. They all took full advantage of them.
Yeah, my blood boils at the propaganda Rikishi's been selling. But I'll tell you about the most legitimate motive in this story, and that is payback for Stone Cold. Austin nearly had his life taken from him, and there was no greater reason to stomp the tar out of somebody than that. Oh, impact to the stomach.
Things now not going well for Rikishi.
Stone Cold teeing off and getting the best of Rikishi.
Austin's waited a long time for this. Trying to get vertical, but he has no idea he's in the... Watch out! Oh, took it high risk, but was off the mark.
And though The Rock wants nothing to do with this altercation, we have to mention the sadness Rikishi has brought to him.
The Rock might be innocent in this whole ordeal, but I feel that somewhere inside his soul, The Rock is happy with what Rikishi's done. The Rock is proud to have Rikishi and his family.
No, Corey, what kind of lies are you trying to spread? We've heard Rock say...
From way up, good Lord, taking flight.
Soaring through the sky and crashing onto their opponent.
Insult to your injury.
This conflict is beyond disturbing. Corey, what's going through Rikishi's mind when it comes to defeating Stone Cold?
Rikishi has to be prepared to endure an emotional storm like he's never felt before. The big man must recover from that and use his weight to immobilize the rattlesnake, because we know Austin will not stay down.
And Byron, I just cannot see any legitimate reason to run over Stone Cold like Rikishi did last Survivor Series.
I mean, Austin does ruffle the feathers of a lot of people, Michael, but I don't think any of his rivals would go to the disgusting lengths that Rikishi's gone to.
He's setting his table up, and guys, someone's about to have a really bad night. Clothesline! Good Lord, so effective.
Stop after stop after stop. And repeated impacts like that will weaken you mentally as much as it does physically.
We talk a lot about Austin being prepared for a fight. Talk about the rattlesnake preparing to make Rikishi a dead man. But right now it's Rikishi. Doing the brawl. Rikishi's disdain for Austin looks greater than even we anticipated. Intercepts that attack with a knee right to the stomach.
He'll take things into the ring.
Stone Cold not even a little close to back.
Okay.
Get down here.
He's looking to take things to the outside now.
Clothesline! What impact! Man.
Austin wards the attack off.
And he now slides back into the ring. Rikishi is feeling the energy right now. I don't know what he's got in mind heading to the floor here.
pride of his family with every ounce of damage he delivers to Stone Cold.
And that was a hell of a DDT there.
Ooh, well measured.
I need to look this up. Hang on. Okay, I figured it out. Let me restart it.
We now know the sick, demented side of Rikishi. Rikishi almost cost Austin his life and said he's here tonight to finish the job.
Listen, Rikishi has seen members of his family be skipped over while other superstars skyrocketed to unimaginable heights. Rikishi feels it's The Rock's time, not Austin's.
It's been a month of stunning revelations, all leading to the in-ring return of Stone Cold. We've talked so much about motives leading into this match. In my view, Rikishis are delusional. His family have been given equal opportunities, and they all took full advantage of them.
Yeah, my blood boils at the propaganda Rikishi's been selling. But I'll tell you about the most legitimate motive in this story, and that is payback for Stone Cold. Austin nearly had his life taken from him, and there is no greater reason to stomp the tar out of somebody than that.
I need to find out what to have this on, because this shit's fucking awesome, bro.
We now know the sick, demented side of Rikishi. Rikishi almost cost Austin his life and said he's here tonight to finish the job.
Listen, Rikishi has seen members of his family be skipped over while other superstars skyrocketed to unimaginable heights. Rikishi feels it's The Rock's time, not Austin's.
It's been a month of stunning revelations, all leading to the in-ring return of Stone Cold. We've talked so much about motives leading into this match. In my view, Rikishis are delusional. His family have been given equal opportunities, and they all took full advantage of them.
Yeah, my blood boils at the propaganda Rikishi's been selling. But I'll tell you about the most legitimate motive in this story, and that is payback for Stone Cold. Austin nearly had his life taken from him, and there is no greater reason to stomp the tar out of somebody than that.
Producing a trampling. Rikishi is getting picked apart right now.
The rattlesnake is sinking his teeth in, and Rikishi's in a bad way.
Whoa, maybe slow down there, Wild Thing. Do you really need a bat right now? Shoulder tackle.
Set up for the Russian leg sweep.
Nicely done.
And though The Rock wants nothing to do with this altercation, we have to mention the sadness Rikishi has brought to us.
Why is this so fucking hard?
But I feel that
like, come on.
His soul, The Rock is happy with what Rikishi's done. The Rock is proud to have Rikishi and his family.
No, Corey, what kind of lies are you trying to spread? We've heard Rock say Rikishi deserves what Austin is going to bring him. There's no family pride in that statement.
I'm just saying that blood is thicker than water, and it's been an easier ride for Rock without Austin in the picture. And that's thanks to Rikishi.
Sounds more like Rikishi is trying to take credit for all the Rock's success.
Yeah, how do you pick up object? Okay.
Headed to the outside.
But for what reason?
Relentlessly stomping away at his opponent. And if the first stomp doesn't send you the message, the follow-up ones definitely will.
Nasty stomp of the arm. And Byron, I just cannot see any legitimate reason to run over Stone Cold like Rikishi did last Survivor Series.
I mean, Austin does ruffle the feathers of a lot of people, Michael, but I don't think any of his rivals would go to the disgusting lengths that Rikishi's gone to.
Mudhole stomping.
Yeah. He might actually get the win here.
Gets his shoulder up before the 2 count.
I think this match still has a ways to go. DDT.
Turns it into a pin attempt. Strong kick out there.
Getting that shoulder up seemed to be pretty easy.
And he's leaving the ring for the moment.
He has a kendo stick in hand, and this place just turned into South Swanson Street.
Relentless offense from Steve Austin.
Austin not looking like roadkill now.
He sure as hell doesn't.
Rikishi is down. It could be over.
And a kick out at only 1. That's smart. Taking the 1 to catch your breath.
He's got a plan for that table, and it does not involve a dinner party.
And looking at my monitor, it just makes me sick to my stomach watching Rikishi. This is a man who has no remorse and feels justified for running Austin down like a dog.
Look, to be devil's advocate, you've got to look at Rikishi's perspective. He's proud of his Samoan lineage and saw an opportunity to give his people a leg up in the Shark Tank that is WWE.
Are you serious, Corey? Rikishi ran over another human being. We're fortunate that it only put Austin on the show for 10 months instead of his whole life. It's sick that you even condone what Rikishi did.
Don't twist my words, Saxton. I'm not saying I condone Rikishi's actions. I'm just saying I understand them.
Anything Austin is trying is being suppressed.
Rikishi with an onslaught here against Austin. Dare I say, Stone Cold could be in trouble.
Fought off with an elbow. Austin is going to look to press on the advantage.
Austin trying to bring the fight back in this one. Oh, clothesline.
Now bringing the fight back into the ring.
Austin showing no fear, no intimidation.
No count out as he talks things out of the ring. Now Rikishi has the firm upper hand.
No one holding Rikishi's family down now, taking out all those years of frustration on Austin here.
Back into the ring here.
He clearly has dangerous intentions in mind here, gentlemen.
Heading to the outside now. Boom! Rikishi feeling like he has a job to finish tonight. A career and Stone Cold's to bring to an end. Come on, this has gone way too far. Just stop this already.
I can't watch this anymore. Just someone make it stop. He averts the offense,
letting out every ounce of frustration and rage and then some. We talk a lot about Austin being prepared for a fight. Talk about the rattlesnake preparing to make Rikishi a dead man. Well, right now it's Rikishi doing the brawling. Rikishi's disdain for Austin looks greater than even we anticipated. Being set up in the corner for something. Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here.
He's headed out to the ringside area.
Ooh, that hurt right to the kidney. Golly. And the scariest thing here is the amount of enjoyment Austin is having.
There is no amount of pain on Rikishi that Austin will ever be fully satisfied with.
He's ready to knock one out of the park by the looks of him.
Decides to leave the confines of the ring.
No, not with the back.
Taking full advantage of the foreign object in play here. Back-to-back attacks.
Let me see how they did it. Hang on.
He delivers to Stone Cold.
There we go, finally did it.
Austin and Rikishi trading heavy artillery on the outside, and here comes the rattlesnake.
Stone Cold Steve Austin fired up and revenge on his mind.
You got to think about how bad Austin has wanted this ever since Survivor Series last year. Been dying to get his hands on Rikishi.
All of that venom, all of the vitriol inside of Austin being unleashed on Rikishi right now.
Remember, this is no holds barred. Anything goes.
Austin has Rikishi down. The rattlesnake is red hot. And do you hear this capacity crowd? They want more from Stone Cold. All that he wants to see Rikishi get beaten down like a pile of human filth. And he gets delivered back into the ring. What's going to happen here? Backbreaker. This could do it for the win. He breaks the ref's count after one. Not quite enough to put him away.
Austin having flashback to Detroit. Rikishi's about to meet a stunner.
Legs caught.
This fight on the outside.
Bang! And he's pulled. The ring apron up, looking under there for something.
Why is there a hockey stick under the ring? Turns that way. There's been a lot of vitriol coming from fans towards Rikishi these past few weeks, and this Albany crowd is continuing that pattern of disdain.
You think Rikishi cares about the fans, though? No, not at all. He truly believes he's done something for his family, for his people. His family's respect is the only respect he's desperate for. He's headed out to the ringside area.
Rikishi hoisting up his opponent.
Rikishi driver. Rikishi may have put the exclamation on this one. God, gets put into the barricade.
Oh, quick way to respond with the reversal. Rikishi lately has been calling himself a visionary, a pioneer. All a bunch of garbage, if you ask me.
Well, those aren't self-imposed labels, Cole. Those labels are coming from the family, coming from a group of wrestling legends who are proud of Rikishi for standing up and making a change in this business.
I have a few labels for Rikishi. Coward, liar, embarrassment. Those fit him well. This is the butt-kicking you receive when you come between Stone Cold Steve Austin and what he wants.
Got the cover. This might be the end.
The rattlesnake fights again. Austin.
I don't know. I'll do this later.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout, Stone Cold Steve.
I have to do it later. It's fucking shit's harder now. I'll do it later.